What's up guys, welcome to Wasted Space, and we are back once again on the Rim, and as you can see from that tiny little flash there, all I've done really is go around and sort out some of the no roof areas, so you can see this is kind of nice as it should be rather than an utter mess. I've been thinking about splitting the animals into male and female, but I have this really big question as to how that actually functions when they're kind of... Does that mean I have to keep the females completely penned the whole time? I imagine it does, which is not great. A few people also mentioned that this was in the wrong position. I'm not sure that is. I think that might be exactly right. Look, that's 5 blocks interior like we wanted, so, and that way. But yeah, I think that's fine. So let's speed things up. I got some renaming to do. So who we got? We got Drang, Mr. Zero, welcome aboard, and one more. Double trouble. Gubia. And Raven, about time you got in the colony. And there we go, and right, I want to get something sort of done with this area, this episode. I want to get more production up and running, and I'm thinking I want to keep this line clear along the bottom, I want to keep this line clear along the top, and I want to keep that there down clear, that there down clear, which isn't at the moment, and then across the middle clear, and then the rest of it will be either hydroponics or ground growing like this. And the thing is, the advantage of growing on the soil is that even if we lose power, it doesn't die. So yeah, there are some benefits to it, but for now... Whoa! Sudden muscle parasites attack. But for now, all I'm going to do is build some that fill in on the sand, because the sand is kind of... we're never going to grow on that. So I think I might just put those there. I know at the moment those are in bad positions, but once I start moving things around a bit better, that will become more normal. So we got Billy and Zero has got muscle parasites. Great. Okay, so I did get all of those done. Restrictions are sorted. Anything funny with the animals? No. Oh, speaking of animals, have we got any male iguana? That would be kind of perfect. Although one thing that did confuse me is, like, you've got unfertilized eggs as a cooking ingredient. Can you not get unfertilized eggs from iguana because they're lizards? It does make sense. I'm just wondering. Seem to have a few items to trade. Yeah, I need to raise my faction reputation with these guys in order to get more caravans, apparently. Which does sort of make some sense. Loads of stuff breaking down. There's so little material around. Look, we're basically out of sandstone, which is why nothing over here is getting done. I think it might be time for some more mining. Let's do this one. Why not? So, just a line every 4. That way we can see everything that's in there, but at the same time, we don't mine out anything more than is necessary. Just to make sure that we can have a look. Maybe we'll find gold. That'd be pretty damn handy. I don't think we've found any gold at all yet. I don't want to have to buy it all. Although saying that, we do have a fair bit of cash. So, I mean, having a fair bit of cash sounds good, but it isn't good because it means Cass wants your blood. As demonstrated by infestation in colonist bedroom syndrome and other similar tasks. What else is going on? I want to start the armory, to be honest. So let's get these things reinstalled up in this room. I mean, around the door makes sense. So yeah, let's get these up there. There's no real reason why you'd use these over stockpiles. One person asked whether... I think they're more attractive. I think they have a beauty value to them, as opposed to the stockpiles, which don't have anything. And so these are actually technically like a nicer thing to store stuff in, but you can only store weapons in it. We could even have that little cubby hole around the corner be a weapon spot. I wonder, do these things save their... What? Really? I never would have expected that. They actually save their settings when you move over? Well, that's pretty awesome. That one's being reinstalled as well, so that's all of those done. That's our weapon. Have we not got... We've done with the sniper rifles, okay. I mean, they ended up pretty bad, didn't they, for the most part. Let's just do more snipers. I know they're... Oh, let's get rid of that. I know they're expensive, but... Yeah, and then... How much skill have we got? Crafting, Dragon 11, Radish 12. Okay, so I could actually limit this to crafting 12, and they'd still do them, but we'd probably get better versions out of it. Nice. Alright then, let's do another 5 snipers. They sell well anyway, but I just want really nice ones, basically. Is that an extra an extra statue I see? Oh no, this is the poor one that we've been sitting on for God knows how long. Beauty value of a massive 22. Have we really not got any statues? Oh, there we go. There's one. Superior, that's better. Kieran training a husky in hall as the husky thinks of simple days on his feral beast. Yeah, I think we've already read this one out. Let's put this in Kieran's bedroom. That's Kieran's room. The other thing I want to do, and this is going to seem slightly weird, I want to move all of the lights away from the doorways, because we've seen in the past that that's a really bad place for them to be, because it means that you can't have a colonist either side of the door trying to shoot out. Like all of these. I want to make the hospital bigger at some point as well. Maybe expand it up into one of the other bedrooms. That's cool. Couple of statues to put down. I might expand that a bit, thinking about it. Is it furniture? It is furniture. Granite. We don't have any sandstone. No sandstone at all. Well, that's not great. Some people did point out, actually, that this is sandstone down here. So let's do a no roof zone so as not to crush ourselves, and then deconstruct that whole room. That should be a nice chunk. We got any sandstone we can haul nearby? We don't really have much marble either. I don't want to go too far with the hauling, just because I suppose we are making a whole bunch of sandstone here. That does help. I don't want to go too far with the hauling, just in case, you know, say we get attacked. There is blood everywhere. What's going on? Oh, iguana search. Iguana search. I need me a male iguana. Hello. Yeah, we want you. What's all this? What's this sort of leather and cloth kicking around as well? I'm tempted to grab it because I noticed that our actual cloth supplies aren't that great. Not only that, but they're quite sporadic and random what we actually have. No more iguana? Really? A single iguana? It's all a map this size can support is the one iguana. Oh, well, I shouldn't complain. It is a male after all. It is exactly what I'm looking for. Anything else to hunt? I mean, of course, working on iguana eggs would be pretty nice. No, there's just that one. No, so be it. So how's progress down here? This stuff's all sort of getting built. I noticed that we need sandstone wall there, and to be fair, we also need to deconstruct and mine all of this stuff out. Might as well do that little bit now as well. And what about power? Right, let's get that in the wall. Gotta get power down there somehow. Maybe along to there and along. I think that makes some sense. This is the most pointless room in the world now. Anywhere else where things are... This is silly as well. I don't know what I was thinking I was doing with that. Because in reality, not surprisingly, the place you want the door is there and not there. Why on earth would you... Just weird. Why is everything all of a sudden breaking down? I know why. It's to remind me that I need to build a components bench. And I am going to do that against this wall here. Big empty space that's not really being used very well. How big is a component bench? Wow, the research bench size. Okay, will that fit? Yeah, actually that'll fit quite nicely. Move the stuff, folks. God, dogs. We're running low on kibble. Ah, okay. We've got all of these done now, so before they sow them all with potatoes, like they've already begun, heal root we are starting to run kind of low on. So let's do a few heal roots. Let's do a potatoes, because everyone loves potatoes, right? They keep telling me they love potatoes, at least. Whether that's a good thing, I don't know. And what's this? Rice? Nah. That's a start. That's hooked up to the wrong thing, I imagine. Yes. Oh, apparently it's harvest time for a lot of this. That's kind of handy. Right, what bits do I need to move? That's all correct. It's harvest time for a lot of bits that aren't the bits that I need to move. Screw it, I'm doing it now. And they always seem to do this stuff really, the deconstruction is like somehow super high priority. What's this treatment? Billy? Oh, yeah, Billy has like gutworms or something at the moment, doesn't he? Exotic goods trader. Holy damn. That's not something we've seen in a long while. Kieran, my man, want to come talk to a trader for us? Nice. So first of all, we can get rid of that portal marble statue that we've had kicking around for ages. They've got loads of money. Is this a temptation for me to buy loads of stuff and then Cass comes and smashes my face? I think it might be. I think that might be what's going on here. I don't care. I'm getting rid of all this trash. Look at it all. It's amazing. Destroy the trash. Parker, this 50% stuff. Don't want any of that. We can always remake it. It's not even like we're not capable of making this stuff really easily ourselves. Can't even see. That's 50 something. I can see there's a 5 there, no more. That's not great. Double strand pants 57. 3 good personal shields that are all at 53%. I don't believe you. If I'm honest, I just don't. You can take a triple rocket launcher though. Well, you got pop, bionic leg. I'm going to grab a bionic leg, especially if it's cheap. Anything else? Melee Neuro Trainer. You got 70 cheap components. That's fine. You could buy some Huskies from us. How about that? How do you feel about buying Huskies? Okay, so I'm paying him at the moment, despite doing all the selling. I suppose we are buying quite a few components and so on. I suppose that also keeps things even, which means maybe Cass doesn't hate me too badly. We're just exchanging rather than anything else. Nice, okay. Oh, we got flat screen, mega screen. Do we want another flat screen? Don't think we do. Want another telescope? Don't think we do. Although the telescope does actually remind me. Out here is a bit of a mess. There's a few bits missing. Firstly, let's finish off that turret there. Let's do some sandbags around. And let's also give our guys like a little sniper nest back here, perhaps, to be behind. I think that's a good idea. Let's reinstall the telescope somewhere where they're not in line of fire. And I guess I should probably do the wall thing. Because otherwise, one goes and they all go. So, but that turret's in a place where it can't really shoot. That's silly. Really wanted to be there. I suppose that's fine. Okay, you gonna do solar flare? That's not good. I'm kind of concerned about solar flares because they are one of the big weaknesses. That's where things can go really badly wrong really quickly. Yeah, we are going to have idle people because they can't cook. Speaking of cooking, what's going on with our meals? Have we just not got enough chefs? Are we eating too much now? Is it taking them too long to do lavish meals? It must be. Oh well, Gravelfoot, you're getting back on the case, and let's, we got plenty of power. Let's do another one of these. Cooking skill, say 12, they've all got loads. No rotten, thank you. Do until we have, it was like 135 I think we were using, just because I couldn't be bothered to change it. Anything interesting? No, that's fine. Because yeah, look how few meals we've got. How did we get to that state? The cook's just not been doing very much, or what? Oh well. We got sandstone now, so at least they'll get on with some of the other stuff, you'd think. Or hope. What are they doing? Oh, steel. Aha. Hello. That must have been so little gold, but we did get a bit nice. You're the one we marked for taming. Just vaguely thinking, what's this? Granite? Slate. Vaguely thinking of doing something with him, but look at all this leather out there. Tortoise leather. Traders left. Solar flare is ending. That was very quick. I'm not complaining, don't get me wrong. More breakdowns. Anything else going on? Nope. Cool, let's think about then This can all be outside. I don't need that wall anymore. It was there while that was the outside of the base, but now this is the outside of the base, so that's kind of fine. So let's get rid of that. These rooms have no furniture and no vents, but are partly done. Vents. Oh, that one actually, that one does have a vent. I take it back. And floors, perhaps? Perhaps an idea. Party. Who's having a party? Jürgen. It's Jürgen's party. We could almost do with a bigger social area soon. Is there any point in this wall here? Probably is, given where the infestations keep coming out. Our med supply does keep dropping remarkably low. Although, as said that, as it did, it then popped back up again, which is cool. That's all fine, that just needs sewing. That really should get deconstructed at this point as well, shouldn't it? So the perfect opportunity. Who's in a bad mood? Why on earth would you be angry with me? My friend died, okay. That would be a good reason. And you're very tired. But you had a nice meal. Phew, now we're getting some cooking done. Really need to get the iguana farm up and running, is the thing. Have we tamed that iguana yet? No. Having these guys set to Kieran is helpful because it pulls them to where Kieran is, but I worry that it helps them form a bond as well. Pretty guaranteed way of winding people up is to do something like that, and then I'm also a bit worried about this tunnel. I'm not sure moving it out of the range of the turrets was a good idea. In reality. I mean, in the end though, it's very easily fixed. I could either just stretch it down there. Yeah. They shouldn't have range from that corner, and that means that as soon as they get to the end of the tunnel, which they'll keep moving in because they'll get in the way of each other. I can fill it with sandbags. Like, everyone's got the flu. Who brought the flu in? Who is responsible for this? I want them to get the bedrooms done soon so that we can double the size of the med bay. We've got meds waiting for it as well. Not quite enough meds, admittedly, but we have meds waiting. Yeah, I think that could work out nicely. This in here is all a bit weird and messy. Gonna need to tidy that whole thing up. I think the wall will run along down there eventually. It is a bit of a mess though. And no one's even started building sniper rifles yet. That's a shame. Oh, no, I asked to do 5. Hey, look! Good sniper rifle. So we need more of these things as well. Let's go... furniture. Sandstone. How does steel actually turn out? It just turns out flammable. Oh, there you go. There's another benefit of these, apparently. Items stored in them won't deteriorate even outside. That seems like a pretty decent benefit to me. How should we do this? This is going to annoy me because I'm not going to be able to make it symmetrical. Damn you, game. Fine. Oh god, even that's bad. Even that's bad. Surely not. Better. That means I have a little armory up there. I'll copy the settings. Oh, okay, you are not hanging around today. Also not hanging around with putting stuff in it I don't want. Animals just coming up to get petted and then buggering off again. That's quite funky. Everyone's got flu, so that's going to be going on constantly now. Who's idle? Amber. That's why so many people are showing up idle, because some of these things are starting to run out, just like the sniper rifle did. Interesting. Oh, and my things have been moved for our component assembly bench to sit just there. Nice. Paste. That's all. You're just going to leave that, like, tiniest bit left before it's done, but not quite. They are. They're just happy to just go, nah, you know what? I'm out of here. I'm done with this. Nice, that's all getting built up. Hopefully that... And also, I need to see how they react. I'm just wondering... We could technically have that as a... Let's get rid of this now as well. Technically have this as a home zone now, I think, as well. Might clean it up. I did add this to the no roof area as well. Apparently it was already roofed, and it was like, why is that? What about the rest of it? Anything else? Oh yes, there's a huge amount of stuff that needs to go into the home zone. Weird little bits that are missing. That should do. Nice. So how's this going? You built any of the new ones? They're all connected to something silly. And they should not all be potatoes. So let's have more cotton from you, let's have more heel root from you, and 2 lots of potatoes, because it is actually the potatoes that we're running low on, weirdly. Doors, 3, yeah, temperatures are all going quite nicely as well, look. 21 degrees inside, toasty. Lovely temperatures. Is that anyone's bed yet? Owner, 0 and... 0 and torture. I was just thinking, oh, what just went pop? Out there? That's pretty random. I'm not even sure if that was connected to anything. Oh, it was. Oh, right, I see. It's the only way we've got that geo attached. I mean, they're being very efficient building-wise at the moment. How can... I was about to say, how can someone be starving? But of course it's Hoddle. A local iguana has gone mad. A local male iguana has gone mad just to wind me up. Oh, out. It's hunting season. It's hunting season. Everyone loves a bit of hunting season. Any more drone? Where are you? At least they're easy to see. No more drone. Okay, so back to our mad iguana. He's coming from up there. There's no one up there. It's just annoying because I've been fairly reliably informed that you do not want to go and try and tame one that's been like that. Ash with a pump seems like a really good option, and a charge rifle. Yeah, you guys... Let's say you guys welcome the iguana. Kieran, back to normal. Sweet. Wow, that's a long run. What are you... Oh, right, okay, you're going up there to tame. That is acceptable. You gonna make it? Come on. Come on! Nice. Male, tame. Animals... Iguana. Cool, so that means in theory we're now going to start getting some eggs out of that. So let's actually do something about it. Which means let's copy those settings and delete it and put the stockpile back down again, somewhere where the iguanas can't get. And check that I allowed fertilized eggs. Yep. Cool, and in fact thinking about it, clear allowed area, iguana. Yeah, they can't get at that. Cool. Oh, I wonder if the dogs can, though. Clear allowed area, animal default, animal raid. Yeah, doggies. Not down here. And animal raid. Yeah, not down here, thanks, folks. Everybody's idle, so that's a prime opportunity in my eyes to start doing some things like this that is ever so slightly dodgy. That's actually temporarily going to open us up for outside, I think. Let's cancel. No, I'm going to have to do that all in one go. Screw it. Screw it! I'm gonna have to do it all in one go and quickly. Oh, right, okay, they can go over the top. Interesting. I wasn't expecting them to be able to walk over the top of that for some reason. Chances of them blocking themselves in here. High? I reckon very high. Can someone please get that done? I don't particularly want to have to wait. There we go. Better. I thought for a second they were never going to be able to get the one in the corner and we were going to have essentially the bit of wood would be back. Nice, so that means now this power conduit can actually run along to there and down this wall. That one is unfortunately going to have to stay where it is because it's the one that powers the turrets, but that's fine. People need treatment, people idle. Right, let's have a look at power situation in general. Like, this has all been fixed, so you can go away. Power runs down to the auto door there. These can be held open. Got to remember to shut those, though, if we get attacked. Where else can we do some work to clean up the power lines? Oh, over here is... Oh, look, they've almost done it. Sandstone wall, deconstruct. Clean out a bit of ugly power that sticks out the side. What else we got? So that's all fine. This I'll run along and down there. This kind of needs to go around the inside of this room, doesn't it? Which means some more of these bits and bobs need removing. Which means let's do that for the time being. Doll is pregnant. Yes, there is a definite chance I try and split the animals up. But for the time being, I'm thinking about selling them. Oh, superior. Marble small sculpture. Peace Bear's Betrayal of Antonio Radio Radish. Kefalu, elbow deep in Camberrat during surgery. Okay, so where's Radish's room? Radish is with Kieran. They're going to have a really well done up room. I tell you what, as it's surgery related, let's put it in the hospital. Is that the only one that we've currently got kicking around? Yeah, it does look like it. Okay, the other thing I'm thinking of doing is with these, like the quality margins on these are all really bad. Like even the poor stuff's pretty bad, you know. How's this done? 2 sniper rifles left to go. Are they making decent ones is the question. We don't really know. Okay, so if I do this and we can allow assault rifles and pump shotguns and survival rifles, all the things I might use, but then let's make it good above only. Good, normal and up only. So copy, paste. Yeah, they're going to go and change those weapons around quite a lot now, I suspect. Addy and Tim are idle. Don't know why that needs to be on. It really doesn't. I should perhaps cover that over. But I'm thinking of, I mean, given we're doing quite, let's do that. Basically what I'm thinking of is if you were to put, is that right? I'm thinking of making a vent that runs along the top here, but it's actually going to run along that spot there. So in reality, I need another thickness of wall, maybe another 2 thicknesses of wall up to that point. For now, I'm going to do that and entirely expect the colonists to shut themselves in there. Atomic Nom is just chilling in that area. Get rid of the last of these stupid doors I had in there. Wow, he didn't. Amazing. Lots of idle colonists. No marble. Get them hauling. Let's try and not get them hauling too far. How did this work out? It worked out like there's a lot of steel there to haul. And a fair bit of marble. Wow, that's from all over the place, but I suppose it'll give them lots to do. And then we are going to run into steel problems eventually, be it now or later. Let's get this stuff out. A quick check for Cougar. Did we get the iguana yet? We did get the iguana. Of course we did. I knew that because it's on iguana already. Do we have any eggs yet, is the question. Male, have you been busy? Oh, fertilized, fertilized. Nice. So this, I think, I'm just going to continue these rooms down in a similar style to how they are in here, and use this side area as kind of like animal zone, and move the animals out of the central area of the base and get them over here. Come on, this needs treatment 0. Also out here, we actually have, I mean, is there any reason for me to not grow stuff out here? Because I can grow, there's stuff you can grow outside that you can't grow anywhere else, so, and the plants don't block this stuff. Interesting, it's suggesting that I can grow underneath. But do we like grow loads of weird stuff out here, perhaps? Let's look at the, you know, you got trees and other things that you can grow out here that you just can't grow internally. Or do you just make it look nice? I'm feeling like we grow berries. The berries are pretty, right? Of course, I can't grow them all year round, but, you know, just helps supplement, get a few different foods in. Don't see any reason not to, at least. It's warm enough some of the year outside for that to work. Okay, oh, look, there's a prime opportunity to kill those ones there, which are in the wrong place, and that one's in the wrong place, and that one's in the wrong place. Thinking about it, so is that one. Want the line down the middle. I wouldn't bother seeding those, Mick. I'm about to take them away again. Sniper status. No new ones yet. So how's the weapon suppliers looking? Not great once you remove all the crap. I'm tempted now to have like a crap weapon section over here, because I'm worried that that's not really a great arsenal, if I'm honest. Oh well, yeah, I'll leave it for the time being. They're all in this room anyway, pretty much, so... Maybe if I, because I want them up there, thinking about it. If I turn off weapons from these piles... means all the weapons will end up in this pile, I believe. Maybe even turn them off on that too. So all the weapons end up here. And do we have a trade beacon in that room? No, we don't. Important thing to remember. Always have a trade beacon. And the room's too big to technically do with one, so... Fast that for them. 2, 3, 4, 5. Guess a couple of trade beacons in like that. And I imagine that this room just doesn't have full coverage either. Can I put it far enough over that it does get full coverage? We missed that tiny spot up at the top. Or one down in the corner. And it's kind of in the way of the path, but whatever. Put that there. Cool. Yeah, that gives me like one easy glimpse idea of what the weapon situation's like. I'm slightly concerned we're not going to be able to fit all the weapons in there. You allowed weapons? Yeah, you have. Let's have weapons in here too, and then not in this pile. Better. Better indeed. You guys are all still getting the mining done and hauling, which means we're getting sandstone and marble coming in, I imagine, which means these rooms are starting to get done. Let's think about giving them beds and the like. I managed to do that far more often than I feel like I should, given how much Rimworld I've played. But, hey, it's not even Rimworld I've played, it's just things in general. Do you know how to use a mouse? Yes or no? The answer is apparently no. Why is there a tiny bit of conduit in that wall? Psychic ship? Wow, it's really close. Okay, this shouldn't be too bad, I don't think. Partly because it's so close, and partly because we've got plenty of ranged weapons. So first things first, probably do this before the end of the episode, so let's give this a try. Raid, yeah. Thinking about, except the iguanas, over to raid as well. And we're going to want to immediately go and start thinking about getting everyone long-range weapons, which is convenient, given that I'd just set up this for all the snipers. And just built a whole bunch more snipers. Raven, are you actually melee? No, you're not. Deadweight is melee. Mick, you've got a sniper already. Hoddle, you don't matter. Addy, no weaponries. Alright, I'm going to stick with snipers for this just because they have so much better range than anything else, including scythers. Nicola, bit of a melee person, but I don't actually care. Not a fan of melee in general in this game. They have their uses, but for the most part, most of those uses are acting as bullet sponge. Fail, Radish, I don't care which one it is, just go and get one. Zero, has actually already got one, it's quite handy. I doubt that's everybody, but that is a selection of people. Tim, you do not have one. Xavier, not you. Okay, I take it back. We might not even have enough sniper rifles for everybody. Oh, even Jurgen doesn't have one. God. Oh well, I mean, it should be a fairly impressive firing brigade, if nothing else. Max is coming back, and that should be everybody. Howler's around there. I mean, the ship doesn't do anything until you poke it anyway, so that's not so bad. It's the noise of a lot of people changing weaponry. Okay, so let's get going. Let's get the crew together. Not Kieran, Atomic Nom, yep. Yep. Anyone else? Mick, no. Zero, yep. Even though you'll hate me for it. Raven, get that shield off. And go and get one of the very few remaining sniper rifles. Anyone else we need to grab? I'm not going to bother taking Max. Amber outside. Billy, you do not have a sniper rifle. What on earth is this? I just looked for a second like everyone was just going to like give Kieran a hug, basically. No, Dragon, you need to come outside. Don't need to take you, but do we take a couple of the melee? Yeah, I think we do, just in case, as the soakers. Which leaves, there's one, two, there's one more person. Where's Deadweight? Deadweight. Nice one. So Gravelfoot and Max separate, please. The sniper army. So that's down there. So we should be safe to shoot from up out here. In fact, you guys come out. You're going to be the bullet shield if need. Okay, so B range. Not quite. Everyone needs there. Who's pissed? Raven. Don't care. It's a shame there's no... You should have like formation tools or something for Rimworld. That could be kind of fun. Now that is what I call a firing line. Alright, Deadweight, did you not just check out on me? I was actually using you guys. Terrible mood, Raven. Alright, screw you. Go back in then. No, Amber. Everyone else is here for a reason. You guys. Of course 2 of them move. Get back. Holy shit. Excuse my language, but that is a lot of stuff. I mean, fortunately, we do have the firing line of wind. Who are you shooting at? You're not watching for targets, you lie. Straight up a tin, perhaps? And everyone's attacking crashed ship parts still. Guys, shoot the Scyther. Fortunately, it missed. Okay, they're angry. Oh, it's so annoying I can't keep them in a line like that. Like, oh, look, it's horrible. But I'm going to have to move them because these guys have got proper line of fire now. Fortunately, they're doing what I hoped, which is go for the shield guys who are just acting as kind of a shield. Right, that does a good job of stopping everybody where they sit. Still, you see, this is in itself really dangerous, and that's what's so frustrating, is you cannot afford to have people standing in front of each other, because they'll hit each other. That was the noise of a shield going down? That was a noise of a shield going down, yeah. You guys get back inside. How are we doing damage-wise? Are we actually getting any damage off? Not really. Saying that, though, the crash shift part is so low, if I'm not mistaken, you guys could run inside. I need to forbid that. You guys run up. I need them to go down the tunnel, but I need the melee guys to have escaped first. Cool, now I can forbid that and tell these guys to come in, which means they'll take the tunnel route. These guys are going to come charging after us because they're pissed as all hell because of what we did. We've got the ship so low already that they've gone like attack mode. Damn, that's a fast sight there. Can you melee guys like maybe... Oh, we might actually need you to help. Ah, that will probably pay out for us. Deadweight and Max, get in here. Oh, interesting, it stopped completely. Go on, Mick. No! But does that buy us enough time for them to escape? Nice work, guys. Keep the cover. You lot. Be prepared to give them hell. It's just so difficult to position people on this scale. Sorry about the slowness, but not surprisingly, this needs to go correct. Gravelfoot, I think, can actually stay there for the time being. No, Deadweight, how's your shield looking? Your shield's looking alright, so just stop on the corner there for me for a sec. You guys are all lined up. You guys can get back in there. Xavier, don't know where you can go. Maybe there. Billy, there. Zero, there. Gravelfoot inside. Mick. Which way is going to be quickest for him to get inside? Down this way. Mick just needs to get out. Deadweight's moving. Yeah, that's looking good. Cool. Okay, Mick, go get treated. Terrible mood ×3. Mick and Max need treating as well. Max, go treat. Billy, Raven, and Zero. Raven and Zero need to go back in because they are going to mental break. Zero. Raven, I already sent in. Oh no, Billy's going to hard break. Max, that's not a great choice of direction to go, I have to say. I don't think these... Actually, I think these mini guys are going to have a purpose. They're going to have exactly the same purpose they've already had. Where did Gravelfoot end up? Gravelfoot's there. Sorry, where did... Max is going inside to get treated for... Side the cuts. Okay, that's kind of makes sense. These things are going to take some killing, I can tell you that much. Terrible mood ×4. Yeah, Billy's gone inside. Hopefully he'll be chilling out. Can't really do much about that. I mean, even a soft mental break is bad, but... when there's centipedes bearing down on you... Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it, guys. We're literally about to get some purpose. Oh god, they've got an Inferno cannon. I'd rather you didn't do that, Zero. Honestly. Well, this is an interesting choice of activity for them, at least. Please tell me we're going to get the one of the Inferno Cannon ones down in time. Zero. Really bad choice. Welcome back, Mick. First days. It's Tim. So Dragon, Gravelfoot, and Eldred need to get out of there now. And Gravelfoot. Whoa. I need more turrets. Just those two? A couple of 3 miniguns out of it. Not that exciting. Interesting how they behaved. I wonder if that's because of this or something. Everybody is way angry. Sorry folks, there's not much I can do about that other than hurriedly get out there and deal with the other issues. So Gravelfoot, Atomic Nom, where you gone? Atomic Nom and Deadweight are our chefs. And animals obviously can go back to standard. You guys have grown up. Puppies, iguanas are iguanas. Thrumbo's allowed out. Is there anyone that's not in a terrible mood? On edge, stressed. I need to go through and find someone who's not Kieran. And Addy. Addy, my man. Can you go and grab one of the best charge rifles we have? You're going to be our team of people going outside. Radish and Nom are a bit chilled as well. Radish, yeah, can you go and grab a charge rifle too? In fact, let's do that and then tell you to go and grab a charge rifle. Quicker we get rid of the drone outside, the better. Nothing much down there. Some scythers to disassemble, of course. Speed things up a bit. Who's exhausted? 0. There you go, folks. That's better. Not quite so angry, eh? Yeah, immediate get rid of the drone and everyone starts cheering up. Interesting choice of bedroom, deadweight. Yeah, it's warm enough though, I suppose. Well then, I think that's a spot on time. There you go, guys. Just about held on once again. This seems like quite a good choice. I don't know why it's making things behave weird, but I'm not going to complain because I think that probably saved my arse there. There were so many scythers. Not scythers, centipedes, and they die so slowly. Oh, combat spy. Alright, before we finish, I'm going to quickly do the combat spy because you know I'll forget next episode. That called Stellaris Solutions, it is. Okay. Ooh, golden military helmet. Even better than silver helmet. Yeah, let's get rid of the grenades. It is perfect, this looks. Survival, pistols, great bows. This is all the stuff that we missed because I didn't have stuff properly arranged. So this stuff is all probably things we want to keep. Survivals and snipers and pumps. Heavy SMG is yours. So have you got anything we actually want? You've got plenty of money, so he might give you some shoddy charge rifles. Let's get rid of most of the clubs, just save a couple. Get rid of the steel weapons, but I'll keep the plasteel, silver, etc., because we can smelt those down. And then what you got? Oh, he's got bionic leg, bionic arm. He's got a pain stopper. This is the thing we could potentially use to sort Hodor out and let him keep the mechanites. They've got so much stuff I want. I want an arm, I want a leg, and I want a pain stopper. We have a leg. Maybe I don't want a leg then. Let's have an arm and a pain stopper. That's expensive. As you would expect. As you would expect. So let's see whether we can sell anything else of any use. Oh, the miniguns. While they're fun, I'm not going to be using those myself. So that's good. That pretty much equates the sale out in itself. Steel shiv there. Yeah, that equates the sale in one go and ditches a whole lot of trash that we've got kicking around the base that we didn't want. Nice. So, as I said, just about hung on to a pretty horrid attack. Somehow no one got killed during it, which is nice going. Although I suppose the dangerous part was when we were outside, and that was quite a firing squad. Quite pleased with that as a firing squad. Just about noticed the meal problem in time. Hopefully the iguanas get busy jiggy some point soon, and then we'll be sorted and getting loads of eggs out of it. That'd be really nice. Starting to get this outside area done. Growing some berries outdoors. Why not? I think it's all been fairly successful today. Got a little bit of work done. I even hid some power, which you guys have been banging on at me for ages, because, you know, you are right. It was pretty ugly. But I even got some of that hidden, so that can't be too bad. So there you go, guys. If you like this one, please hit like, please hit subscribe. Really helps me in the channel out. If you didn't like it, you know where that dislike button is. But please also let me know in the comments some way I can improve, some way I can make them more enjoyable for you. And of course, thanks a lot for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.